Hello YouTube, it's Friday. Every Friday we roast a viewer's gameplay for 100,000 stream points. That's how you get your games reviewed. Come on over to the Twitch stream. Watch for a long time, accumulate the points, and get your videos or get your game reviewed by me and put on a video like this. Today we have Giant Dwarf, aka Anamate. That's an anime store in Japan. I remember I went a few months ago. Who redeemed a Platinum 4 Baptiste game. Alright, what do we think about when we play Baptiste? Well, we think about our composition. Pop quiz. When do we play Baptiste? I'll let you answer. 3, 2, 1. We play Baptiste when we have a tank that is a bit more flat ground, horizontal, front to back based. So anybody who starts here and has to walk on the ground doesn't really have any mobility. Not to say you can't play Bap with Winston or Diva or Ball. It's a lot harder, but it works best with number 1, Sigma. Works great with Reinhardt, Sigma. I would say top 2. Ram and Orisa are also great. Zarya's like fine, Roadhog is fine, but there are better choices and other synergies with the other heroes, but like Ram, Rein, a Sigma, Orisa's fine too. So you're playing it with Orisa, that's fine. This is also Platinum, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But here we go. What are we doing here? We are heal botting, so small mechanical things right there. If that were me in this situation, I would be shooting in between the shot. Now you'd be like, KarQ, I'm only in Platinum. Like you're shooting here, that's fine, but as you're healing, heal, I would shoot. It's a tempo. It's something you just have to learn. You're gonna be like, I'm uncomfortable doing it. Well, the only way to become uncomfortable or comfortable is to like go through the uncomfortable stage and learn and weave your shot in between your heals, because you lose no APM. Baptiste is a unique hero where you lose no healing HP per second by shooting in between. Heal, I would shoot the Doom. Heal, I would shoot the Doom. Heal. Remind me to never do that again. What the hell was that sound? Heal, shoot, heal, shoot. Okay. Okay, so the longer you stay here, the less effective it'll be. So number 1, you can do the shoot heal thing, but you're gonna make it hard for yourself because you would have to, if you were optimal 8 PM, you would look here, shoot here, turn around, heal here. Look back, shoot, look down, heal. That's really hard to do even for me. You can start up here, but once your Orisa falls down, you can drop down on an angle like this. Then it becomes easier to shoot here, heal here, shoot here, heal here, because you don't have to move your crosshair as much. That's fine. Can turn. Oh, okay, he's still a little low. Okay, so there's no pressure onto the DPSs or anybody else here, which is not entirely your fault, but like if you want to optimize it a little bit, the only thing I can point out so far is you've done like no DPS pressure or damage to the enemy team to pressure them. By simply just like shooting them one time as a Baptiste, even while you're simultaneously healing, like a shot onto the Ashe, she was standing here and like just farming you guys. Oasis was owning you. That's not Oasis from, are you Australian? But Oasis was chilling here just like farming because nobody was pressuring the Ashe at all. Or maybe they got shot a little bit, but you know what I mean? The point stands. You have to pressure the enemy team. Like, you can't control what your teammates do, but you can only control what you do. Which is good. Right now, oh, you're pressuring the Ashe. Wait a minute. Speaking of that, good job. What did you do? You came out of spawn. You saw the Ashe was a problem. All right, you're doing it now. Chasing her a little bit. Good. Good, healing. That's fine. Genji was deflecting, not the worst. You listening for her? You're chasing her. I actually like this. This is really good. Good job. Good job. You realize you're the one with verticality. You have an Ana that can back you up for hardcore healing pressure, so you can actually focus on shooting. Heal, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot, heal, shoot, shoot, heal, heal, shoot the Doom. Heal, look up. Like obviously it's like this entire game, this is just how you play, but I'm just going to show how many missed opportunities you're gonna have. And honestly, learning to shoot while healing is like something Platinum players can totally do. I've seen Plat VODs where they are doing that, so. You should probably just lamp and peek and help them out there. So in a case like this, where like things are kind of screwed, you never know if like, this Orisa can turn things around here, right? You're still 5v5 right now. You're actually up 1. It's still a 4v4, so you are extremely passive. Your Orisa went for a play. The Sojourn stood still, but you decided not to peek. You and the Torb decided not to help. The Sojourn kind of stood still. That's a Platinum moment. But if you were right here, you would pop out here. You can pop your window like this and help. And if the Ashe looks at you, you look up with your window and you can actually one-shot her. With this angle, if you even have a decent crosshair placement, you can just one-shot with the triple shot right here. So you just went Omega passive right here. That's probably the biggest blunder so far, where you were just afraid to peek with window right here. Sojourn just bought it out. You can't help that. You can't help stupid, but you can help yourself. You just ran. And if your window was popping here, if you popped out here, all three of them looked at Orisa and killed her fast. But imagine if you popped out, sometimes like they get distracted and they see the Bap and they don't focus the Orisa as much. And with the window, you heal 150 for a direct because it doubles when you shoot it, when you heal through the window. Anyways, not windowing and peeking there to help was probably the biggest blunder that could have changed. That could have changed the outcome of that fight. That's the biggest pointer. Pressure a little bit. Good. To wait for the Bob. That's fine. I would jump up right now, actually. Nobody's taking this high ground. I would actually jump up as Bap right now. Remember, you have a Mercy that's going to help. And then you swing like this. And now you have a top-down angle. You could arguably even window here or window down here so the rest of your team can chase. I would have jumped up. I was free positioning. The reason why a lot of people don't jump up here early is because the people up here might challenge you like this, or they even had somebody standing up here. But even without the X-ray vision from the VOD review, I could hear and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 people already. And I heard their Ana shoot and I saw the Mora down here earlier. One important tip, not even for support players or everybody, is to make a mental checklist in your head. Not like chess players are just like super good, it's because they can like imagine and visualize. You know when like Beth Harmon looks up in the ceiling and she sees the fucking moves, the pieces move in Queen's Gambit. In your head, if you can help it, you try to like count, like keep a soft count in your head if where everybody is, the number of people around you. Like that's what's firing in my head in this situation, even without the vision here. I heard Ana. I like already like am associating that 1, 2, 3, 4 people are on low ground. This high ground's uncontested. I can take this right now. And then you boom, you take advantage of that and you get a strong angle on them. Okay, we need to make a play here. I would window. You don't have to lamp that right away. It wasn't even on you. Okay, so here's a small tip against Baptiste, or sorry, against Doomfist. When he pops Doomfist ult, charge your exo boots right now. Immediately, as soon as Doomfist ult, you charge your boots. He is unable to kill you ever. As soon as you hear Meteor Strike, you hold your exo boots, so you just hold your full charge boots. As soon as he's about to land, even if he lands right on top of you, you just jump and you will always live. You will never take 200 HP damage from that. So this was risky. You're lucky that Doom just decided not to drop on you. You had a lamp too, but if you just jumped, you wouldn't have had to burn lamp and you probably would have taken similar damage. That is the Bap tip 101 against Doomfist. They're anti. They're anti. Just walk up and shoot them. Like, it's gonna be very hard to tell, like, you know, what kind of risky plays you should take because you haven't, like, been max or limit tested. So I would challenge this Ashe. That's good. Nobody else can challenge her. That's good. You should challenge her. That's the right idea. I like it. A little slow on it. You can, like, instead of doing the long jump there, you can one jump here and then hop behind her if you knew she was here. You heard the Ashe, right? You knew she was above you the whole time. You also have to consider your composition. Torb, Mercy without Valk, not going to chase. Ram can't reach. Sojourn maybe could slide up there, but like it's actually like a good job. The correct play for the Baptiste to go up. You may not necessarily kill her, but as long you need to get her off this high ground. If she holds this the entire time, she's going to be a problem. That is the an important tip as a Baptiste, because you're one of the few supports. You and Kiriko, because you can contest high ground. People think like when you challenge a DPS, you're not trying to go for the kill unless they colossally mess up, but like you're trying to force them out of position. Just by simply shooting the Ashe once or twice, you're gonna make her run. Good, contest her, she's still up here. You can kill her here, she messed up. Okay, you made her run away, that's good. Good enough. Took a little long, but that was the right play. Remember, in this game, it's always about applying pressure. So you apply pressure by A, dealing damage, or getting in the face, or using your verticality on Baptiste to contest positions. And if you're not on Bap, if you're on Tracer, Genji, you're just making them uncomfortable. If they have a Pharah, you're just peppering her with your shots to make her uncomfortable, to make her leave her strong angles. Same with Widow. You like just annoy her a little bit and she'll have to change angles. All about pressure in little bits. Everything adds up, which is why pacing of the game is very different in the high ranks, simply because you get pressure really quickly and you have to readjust really fast. Gold player gets thrown into like a Grandmaster lobby. Even if they have God mechanics, they're just not used to the pacing and the pressure that's just hit in every angle. And then they get dizzy. But you can take the left path up now too. Overwatch World Cup watch parties all week. Oh, you have to be careful there. All right, so that's the biggest thing with your playstyle. A little too... Some parts are good or right ideas, but you're pretty passive other than that. There's like 3 plays there I said you should have just windowed. A couple ways to take high ground and pressure them off as Baptiste. You're one of the best supports duel people, and then mechanically you got to learn to shoot heal, shoot heal. Just learn it. Just hard force it in the training range. They're like, a lot of people will be like, yo, KarQ, like, it's really hard. Well, there's only one way to get better. It's a literally deliberate practice. Not just practice, deliberate practice. Do some drills. Just sit there in the training room bot and learn how to do it. Shoot heal, or shoot heal, shoot heal. 2 tempos. Do it so much, it becomes ridiculously comfortable for you. And we ain't talking about the game. We talk about practice. Okay, anyways, I was reading chat for a bit. Let's see. Okay, good. Good aggressive play. Nice. Good damage. Unfortunately, the blade came in at the same time. Not bad. It's not a bad window. You got a kill and you forced, like, this was like a full-out teamfight engagement. They popped like 3 ultimates. This is just trades going trades and trades and trades. I think Nano Blade is deadlier than Bap Window. You can build Bap Window way faster. All right. Okay, you don't have to play super far back. So you see like what you're doing here? You're just topping people off. 5 HP. Are you co-streaming games? Yeah, I'm doing it right after this. So right here, there's just a lot of dead time where you're healing like 25 HP that Mercy can top off. So what Sojourn's doing is peeking out and like pressuring and starting to like prevent angles so they get a little scared. You can already start popping out and doing that. Because Mercy isn't going to, it's even more important as a Baptiste to continue to apply pressure. Okay, you need to force that Ashe off high ground. Your Mercy's doing it. You don't have to heal a Mercy. Okay, so that's a small, very micro decision here. What are the chances your Mercy's challenging? Mercy has self-regen in her ult, and like, what are the chances you actually hit the grenade on a flying Valking Mercy, a Moth? Probably not very high. Just help her DPS. Don't try to heal her. Just DPS. Like, you're looking at her when your priority should be this Ashe. Tragic. Getting the height, the end part of Jibby, smart move or nah? I would say it's pretty good. 1 minute till coverage, that's fine. Okay, you got rezzed, very nice. I keep forgetting that's not the enemy Coom. Okay, healing here is fine. Okay, now heal, DPS, DPS. Yep, you're one of the few people that can challenge her, don't be afraid. Oh no. Okay. Okay, you can stay here now. You don't have to drop here. You technically didn't have to drop here, but like, I actually haven't played this 3rd point very much. It puts you in range to get randomly killed from Doom and other people that show up. You can play here pretty effectively as Bap. Ana is super strong here. Bap is strong here. This is the new Gibraltar. You have 1, 2, 3 angles to watch for. So because this angle gives them 1 for Widow to randomly snipe you or Ashe, I think the new spot, just hug right here. Nobody can sneak here anymore because this is closed on this new point. I actually think you just stand here, and this is like so strong. They're all going to be focused on touching point 1, 2, 3 that you just heal for free here. and you DPS for free here. But that's basically the takeaway from your gameplay that I've noticed so far. Are you still following along with me, anamate? Okay, another small thing on Bap. When you are, this is fine, but when you're also on a ground that's lower than a person trying to heal, you do little mini hops. You can start charging your exo boots just a little bit because it's easier. Like, especially, imagine if the Torbjorn was standing right here, and you were right here. If you want to heal the Torb and you're standing in this position, first of all, I probably wouldn't play here to begin with, but let's say you are in a lower elevation, you'd have to hit a direct onto the Torb because it's really hard to splash because you're on a lower elevation. So you actually hop up a little bit, so it's easier to get a direct. And if you miss a direct, at least it hits the ground, which is why like little hops on Baptiste is what I do sometimes. I hold jump and I don't full charge it so I don't get sniped in the air depending on their comp, but I'll do like mini hops, even if my teammates are right beside me, because it makes it easier for me to get a top-down angle. Like if I drew Baptiste here and a teammate here, and I like jump like this, it's easier to shoot a heal here. If I miss the direct, it still splashes and hits everybody. But if I'm here, I mean, it's easy to hit the floor here, but if I'm going for a direct here, I can miss it and it'll fly way past them. Does that make sense? Oh, they had a widow, so you want to hold down here? No, do you see that? Okay, well, that is exactly what I just explained. What you just did. Look at this. See how you're on the low ground? To hit a direct here, it's hard, right? You're aiming at them, but it whiffed. It flew right past them. But if you like mini hopped up a little bit, it would have been easier to just aim at this ground here and it would have splashed right there. Okay, let's watch one more fight. Let's see if I can point anything else in the gameplay. But I basically pointed out like 8 things. All right, you got rolled. We'll pick. I pointed out there's a lot of things to remember in these reviews, so. Challenging the Hanzo. Okay, you got gripped. Anything else that's alarming in the gameplay? It's fine. DPSing Hanzo. That's good. That new box just screwed you. You would have killed them. Unfortunate. You're doing the mini hops right now, which is good. That's good. See how much easier it is to heal when you like have the high top-down angle? Oh, you got unfortunately sniped, and then you respawned. Jumped here. Good. Do you see how little damage he took? If you jump and you time the Doom ult, he has to hold his fist here and wait for you to come down before he gets the punch too, which is kind of nice. So a good habit is if he jumps and lands, you try to jump onto a higher elevation. Last fight. It heals. Okay, so this is not only this is not just a Baptiste thing. This is for everybody. Do you remember what I said the other day? Were you guys here yesterday where I said what's a common mistake that supports do? You see what you just did there? I said this last night. Not healbot. Supports walk forward when they try to heal someone that needs healing. It happens so often in Plat and under. It's like this very unnatural mistake that everyone does, and I swear to God, every support main here, watch your replays, you all do it, especially on the only on the aim ones. Bap, Anna, Kiri, they have is that their window? That's their window. And when someone needs healing, there's just this tendency that you just like to lunge forward to the person you're trying to heal. Trust me, you think you don't do it, but I guarantee you do it. The travel time is not worth getting dunked through a enemy BAP window. This is theirs, 100%. Only if you walk close with a regen burst, it's serviceable. No, you walked forward, then you walked back here. That jump was for the Doom, understandable, but it was that first little like oop oop. When the window was still there, you walked forward and then walked back when you could have healed the Orisa. It was just that once. Oh, you did walk forward to confirm regen burst? Well, for your knowledge, regen burst is a pretty big range. You're technically in range behind this box too. Maybe this wasn't the best example, but I just ignoring all those other things like the regen confirm. This is in range, by the way. This is already in range. You can actually see the range like this. But maybe for like Ana or something would be an easy example, but still. The point still stands with the regen burst or not. Probably instant because of regen, but like you supports do this all the time. Moving forward is Val with Kiriko because of travel time. From a distance like this, if I was Kiriko Ofudaing from here, Walking up 3 steps would not make a difference like that. But something a bit more marginal, it would affect it. But as long as they track, not so much. Actually, on Moira too, there's the Doppler effect, where if you get closer, the spray will be a little bit faster, which is valid. You have to consider those like literal milliseconds of healing, HPS. Is that worth the peak, depending on the position? That's something you'll have to equate, depending on the context of the situation. Regen burst aside, there's an active Baptiste window on the enemy team here. I would not peek that personally. That's also something else. You actually weren't doing it too much in this game, but that's just something I want to point out in general. Is a pretty common support mistake. And that is the review for Anamate's Baptiste. Platinum 4 Baptiste. A lot of things we pointed out that could be worked on. Hopefully you picked up something. Animate or Crazy Giant Dwarf in the chat, and maybe you guys watching as well.